Yo guys, what up?
What it do, people?
Back again with...
You know what it is, you know what it is.
I don't know what you did there, but I want to see it later on.
Hey, bro, hey.
So anyway, we're gonna get into it with this video. Got another reaction video for you guys. This one's by Austin Dunham. 5 Red Pill truths every man needs to know. So
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much of the video, like the first 10 seconds or so. I'm guessing this is basically just truth bombs for gents, basically 5 big truth bombs for gents. If you knew them, if you didn't know them.
That's heavy, bruh.
So
Are we ready for this?
I'm guessing, yeah, we'll see.
But most of our viewership is ladies, so how are they gonna feel about that?
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Stop numbers, stop.
Nah.
Oh, they're your ladies.
She is not yours, it is just your turn. Now, I know that might hurt some of you guys' feelings, but think about it. There's some truth to the statement, and there's a reason why it has gotten so popular in the Red Pill community. So, if we think about it with your relationships, whatever, non-monogamous, monogamous, doesn't matter, inevitably and statistically, they are likely to end. So what you need to do is practically enjoy the ride for however long it may be and enjoy the moments together, because for whatever reason may happen, she might end up leaving you for a better option. She gets tired of you. You know, we all have been there where, you know, things just get kind of dry and then they start acting different. And then out of nowhere, you felt like you had her and then bam, she's gone. So even with myself, for example, in a non-committed relationship with few people, I guess you could say, is that I've realized that it could end at...
Right. I want to ask you what you think about this.
Nah, I'm already annoyed, honestly, because like at the end of the day, I guess it also has to come from what you're looking for, because she's not yours, it's just your turn. No one's ever gonna realistically be yours. I'm not really ever gonna be someone's, because you can't.
Basically, everyone's just, it's a ride.
Everyone's their own person, but like, what are you looking for? Because for me, I'm looking for that number one. You know?
Complete package, right?
Yeah.
Not just ham and nates and other things. I don't know, yeah, same thing, I agree.
I don't like the way he says it.
The concept.
But maybe it's a truth bomb.
No, yeah, the thing is, it's a truth bomb for people living that life.
Okay, I hear you.
In a sense, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like, you can't expect to have someone forever if you're living that life. If you're about that life, basically, where you're basically jumping around from person to person, trying to have fun in that term, where you can't really expect that level of commitment. Because if you thinking like that, the partner might be thinking like that.
Yeah.
The next thing, they leave you. And it's like, oh, but it was just your turn. It's just enjoy each other for the ride, you know, that time being.
I guess even in marriage, like you can never put your trust 100% in people. Like, the people are always going to fail you. So maybe one of those ways that someone can fail you, even if you're married, is they could walk away from you. It's just a matter of life. I don't like being negative, but it's a reality.
You did mention, statistically, limited time in relationship.
Let's carry on, because I had to take off my hoodie. Now I've lost my trail of thought. But anyway, let's go.
All right, so point number 2 is that you cannot change a promiscuous woman, AKA you can't change a hoe into a housewife. Have you heard that before? Because I definitely have. And one time I put on a cape trying to save one, and guess what? It did not work out in my favor. So the biggest rule out of this one is that you don't want to put on that cape. You don't want to save these girls, because I promise they might kind of manipulate you into thinking they're a changed woman. Bro, what are you doing trying to cuff this chick? Because it's only going to come right back to you. Remember, you cannot change a hoe into a housewife. And if you try to, you're going to learn the hard way, like I did. So hang up that cape and only rock with girls who don't give you those signals. Number 3 is that you must realize that.
So I guess it's a matter of lifestyle. If a person has a certain lifestyle is a choice. So whatever kind of lifestyle you choose to lead, that's on the person. So if a person wants to be promiscuous, guy, like from a girl's point of view or a guy's point of view, you can't change them until they want to make that change, if you feel me.
I get you. Okay, I see what you mean. From my perspective, it comes to the savior complex a lot of men have. That's how I see it. So I just feel like a lot of guys, especially more naive guys who aren't as experienced, the life of dating, socializing, whatever, kind of have this complex where it comes to, you have to be there for a girl at all times and save her from things she didn't necessarily ask to be saved from. You know what I mean? So that's what I see from it. So whether she's promiscuous or not, actually, I think that's irrelevant. But sometimes guys do have a savior complex. I feel like it's just not necessary. Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. But we're focusing on the guys, yeah? I mean, on your guys.
Every man must
okay. Because I was about to go heavy on the
ladies side.
On the ladies, y'all, and that superhero complex.
Yeah, sometimes they act like damsel in distress. There we go.
I was gonna say damsel in distress. But Denzel.
You did.
You as the man are the prize. And she must know that and feel that way about you too. For a lot of dating standards and what I've seen, women are positioning themselves as the prize and kind of putting men in a lower position, especially if they don't feel like they match up to you from a status standpoint or from a money standpoint. And that is the whole reason why the dating dynamics are skewed and why women tend to date up and men tend to date down, right? So in that case, regardless, you should always feel like the prize. And if she's not showing signs that you are, for example, she feels like you should put her on a pedestal or she's making you chase her, then you already know that's not gonna be the girl for you, bro. Remember, it all comes down to self-improvement with this red pill stuff and becoming the best version of yourself. So in the end, you literally have no choice but to be the prize and put yourself on that pedestal. All right, I'm a humble person, and I've been told by some of my counterparts that sometimes I'm a little too humble and that I need to be a little bit more arrogant, and maybe that might help change your mindset too in regards to that prize mentality. But remember, you are the prize. So have you ever heard a girl say, I'm friends with all guys because girls give me too much?
Hit us.
So I like the thing of seeing yourself as a prize, because once you have that realization that you're amazing, you're great, and you're fun to be around, and if someone doesn't see that, then tough luck on them. So once you have that realization, you are in the best position, for yourself. But when you dating wise or even dealing with friends and people, but when you go into that place where you're like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not the prize, or I don't deserve to be around these people, or whatever, then you're already putting yourself at a disadvantage. So I like that. This is probably maybe one of the only things on this video I'll fully agree on 100%.
Me too, to be honest. Where I might improve on that is that when you make yourself a prize, which is good, what I think you should do, also don't get too sucked in and make it an arrogance thing, because I think there's a fine line in a sense where, okay, you become the prize, which is good, but at the same time you can keep going with that train of thought. And eventually it becomes like, I'm the prize. Now everyone's kind of below me in a sense. Just watch.
So, wait, help me understand. So you're basically saying you must be like, you mustn't be like, what it do, baby. You must be like, what it do, baby.
What's it do, baby? What's it do?
What's it do, baby?
What's it do? I mean, understand that you are important. You have self-worth. And but just don't completely lose respect for the other person. Do understand that they are a person too. Because one thing that
treat them right.
Exactly. One thing we can easily do as people is that when we put ourselves up, we can put other people down. Yeah. We forget to bring them up with us.
Bring them up with us. Yeah, we're about that.
We're on the same level.
We rise together.
Exactly. Let's keep it
rise together, but you fall alone.
But I 100% agree with everything else you said. That's a very good point.
No, I like that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too much drama, or maybe, don't worry, he's just a friend. We're just friends. He's one of my good friends from school. Blah blah blah, guys. And I've learned this a long time ago, and just me myself, is that guys and girls cannot truly be friends. Now, there are some cases where they can, but overall, 90% of the time, here's what's happening. Either the guy has already smashed, and now they're friends. In my case, with a lot of the girls I'm friends with. Two, the guy wants to be more than friends with her. So he's kind of just playing his position and waiting for the right time to slide in when she is most vulnerable. AKA, let's say you and your girlfriend are having issues. She goes to her guy friend to discuss the situation. And he's like, oh, you always got a shoulder to cry on. I have seen it firsthand with my eyes, and I've been in both positions. I've been that guy friend to where I'm just playing it cool, and the girl comes to me when she's having issues. And I've been in the situation where she told me it was just a guy friend, and in the end, it ended up being more than that. So the only way guys and girls can truly be friends, in my opinion, is if it's business related and it's professional. So they literally can't be just strictly business, or there's mutual non-attraction towards both parties, meaning I do not find her attractive and she does not find me attractive at all either. But even then, if they hang out enough, there can be some sparks of attraction there. So if you have a girl who has a lot of guy friends and or she's telling you she only hangs out with dudes, keep that in the back of your head, all right? Let that be a red flag for you.
I'm gonna start with Mr. Friendly Ham.
No, the thing is, I completely agree. Even though I may not live it to the core, I have quite a few female friends, but I agree with the sense that the reason a lot of the time...
Is that why they call him Mr. Hatfield?
I don't know what he's talking about. A lot of female friends, but the reason I think some of the relationships works, I've come to realize, is because of a lack of attraction. If I'm not attracted to them, then it's not an issue for me. As to whether or not they're attracted to me, I don't know. It may be an issue for them that they need to work on, but
ladies,
there have been moments, let me finish, there have been moments where I have been attracted to one or two of my female friends. But yeah, that's just the truth. I'm not name dropping here.
Drop them names.
Yeah, but otherwise I completely agree that it's a very complicated thing for males and females to be friends. Like something always comes up. It's a red flag. How about you?
My thing is, it all boils down to trust at the end of the day. But the honest truth with that is, where are people going to when they're like, okay, let's say you're in a relationship and then now you fight. Where do you go to? Which friends do you go to? I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's always going to be some sort of attraction. Like some people say, but one party at least. I'm not saying both people. And also, I feel like attraction grows. Like, so if you spend enough time with someone, you build,
especially as you like, in terms of like liking their personality. Like, oh, I like her jokes. It's not to make up. Oh, I really like spending time with this person. And you start to find them attractive because of those points. Yeah.
So my thing is like, just be straight up. If you, small group. If you're dating, I don't know, it's a tough one because
it's a tough one.
You're not married.
Yeah,
you're not married. If you're married, but that's another question we're gonna ask another time. If you're married, are you gonna still keep all those friends of yours, guys and girls? You think it's still fair to like? I'm just saying.
I'll tell you right now, for me, no, it's not happening. Yeah? Like, sorry for those who are watching. Some of you are leaving.
I'm just Anyway, okay. You can carry on.
Okay, continue.
5, and this might surprise a bit of you guys, and that is that the red pill doesn't only apply to females. I know we talk about a lot about female nature and how females are, and females do this, females do that, and even in this video I talked about females mostly. But what I've realized about this red pill stuff and realizing the true reality of things is that it's not just female nature, but it's actually human nature. Guys actually can and do act the same way as some of these points that I'm talking about, given in the right situation. So let's kind of reverse it. Me, myself, if my girlfriend says, why do you have all these girlfriends? And I tell her, oh, they're just friends. But in the back of my head, I know that either they want to get with me, either I have already gotten with them, right? It can go both ways for everything. But the reason it's so prevalent in the female community is because of, like I said, the blue pill dating standards. The media was kind of brainwashed us over the course of years since we were young, and how women are raised by their dads, their moms, stuff like that. So it's kind of brainwashed society. But like I said, what I realized is it goes both ways. Dudes can flake too. I've flaked on girls all the time. I've led on girls who I had no interest in.
Last point. Completely agree.
I agree.
Completely agree.
Because even in my, for my life and in my past, so when I've been in a relationship, I always do my best to cut contact with females.
friends.
Like if you send me a message, I'll still respond, but I'll try and keep my distance as much as possible. That's just simply because I'm just trying to respect the other person, and I just feel that's just the fair thing to do. Because in my life, I'm looking for my one best friend. I'm not looking for a million best friends. So I'm good with, and I also let them know if people ask, like, where have you been? I'll be straight up, like, listen, like, I'm in a relationship, and it's not because it's not you, it's not you, it's me. So, but just honesty, like, straight up, because it's not fair. Like, why should girls not have so many guy friends, and then us guys, like, oh yeah,
That's true. Like, in
can
my
have the whole of
opinion,
Hatfield. It's not right.
I don't know what man's on about, but listen, in my opinion, right, I believe, yeah, he's completely right, in a sense, in that I think guys have to take a lot of responsibility a lot of the time. I think it's come to a point where it's become so easy for us to point the finger and be like, women are like this, women are like that, but at the same time, sometimes we're not honest with ourselves completely, especially in a group of guys. We come together and chat about, what's been happening with women, and it's so easy for us to just, all agree with each other to a degree about how women are or ought to be or whatever. But
it's human nature.
It's human nature.
Just
like
as
you mentioned.
you find people say, like, oh, have you seen the psycho girl? They psycho guys as well.
Guys too.
Jealousy.
Guys.
Yeah, manipulative guys, and manipulative girls as well. Abusive. There's a lot of talk about abusive men. There's also a lot of abusive women.
Girls, yeah.
So like,
may not be as overt and upfront as guys. It just comes in different shapes and forms, but it's still abuse. Yeah.
So yeah.
We're Ham and Nate signing out, guys. Let us know anything else you want us to react on. Like, comment, and subscribe.